What's up, my ponios? Andy with Andy Vlogs, excited to share with you guys this content. As the title suggests, this is the Pro tripod mount for your iPhone 12 Pro Max MagSafe devices. The iPhone 12 Pro and the 12 other devices are compatible, but today we're going to be showing you what it looks like with the 12 Pro Max. Now, this is a product that was on pre-order some time ago, and finally it's been released, and finally they sent it to me. And so without further ado, I wanted to share this product with you and throw my hat in the ring to see if this is worth it, because I don't know, there's some MagSafe products out there that I would not recommend. There are some that I highly suggest. I'm a huge fan of Moment. As you can see, I have pretty much all their lenses. I love mobile photography. On my iPhone 12 Pro Max, I found that this is the best camera for videography. Not necessarily, you know, for photography, but I love making videos, as you guys know. I have done a review on the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra versus this device if you want to see it. And also, I wanted to show you my favorite MagSafe product. This is an Anker battery that charges via Qi and also utilizes MagSafe on your iPhone. You place it on the back, you hit the button, and you got yourself a nice Qi charge. It's like maybe 2 or 3 watts. It's pretty slow, but it's nice to have on a pinch. Check below down in the description for a link for this product. I'm also going to go over some cases here. We've got the Moment iPhone 12 Pro Max case that has the inserts for your lenses, as you can see. However, I'm very skeptical that honestly this device is going to be able to do MagSafe through it. I actually recommend that you use their MagSafe friendly case and not necessarily this case that has this. And so that's one criticism that I have of Moment, is they don't have a case that's got the insert that's MagSafe friendly without having to buy multiple cases. You're gonna have to probably get the adapter here like you see in order for you to be able to have the MagSafe tripod mount and the Moment lenses. You can see on their website that a lot of their marketing material doesn't have the Moment lens on it connected to the tripod mount. I thought that was weird. I'm also going to be showing you a couple of other devices that you can connect to, like tripods and other cold shoe mounts that you can check out. Before we get to that, let's go ahead and unbox the device here and show you what to expect. It's a pretty minimalist unboxing experience. They always have that double, I don't know, fold, and then it opens up. As you can see, here is the device. I really like that matte finish. It is very much aluminum. It is very metallic, and it's very simple. Honestly, that's it. I'm going to plop it right onto the magnet. You can see without a case, it kind of just fits right there. I'm going to try to line it up as best I can and then screw it on. Now, I think what you should do is put it all the way kind of like a tripod as far as you can, and then find yourself that screw mount and then screw it in. You'll want to have it snug right there. If this thing's going to fall, might as well get caught a little bit here on this grip, but you can see that it doesn't go all the way over, which I think is interesting to say the least. I don't know how I feel. As far as the build itself, it looks like you've got 2 separate pieces of aluminum that are connected together. You do have this soft cushiony part, but that's basically it. That kind of fits right on, and it is pretty snug. As far as like movement goes, I say it is very tight, especially if you get this part to push up against the edge. You do have enough clearing right here to fit that 1/4 inch, but I mean, I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel. There's lots of feelings going on, folks. Let's see what different cold shoe mount accessories we can use here. Firstly, I've got this Rode VideoMic Micro. It's got this, you know, rabbit's foot windscreen, but this is, you know, a nice little shotgun mic that you could use for on the go if you want to. The only problem is you have to have an adapter here for your iPhone that includes the TRRS. So I'm going to be putting in Thunderbolt, and then I'm going to be connecting it, and this gives me a nice option here, a mounting option. Putting the mount on, and now you've got yourself, I mean, I don't have any problem with that. You just got to make sure that this isn't in the way. I picked this this little light up on small rig. I'll have the link in the description. It's nice because it provides you a couple of extra cold shoe mounts. So if you wanted to like make it the most ridiculous thing in the world, you could mount a bunch of different items here from these cold shoe extra mounts. I mean, if you didn't want it so tall up here, you could obviously put it on the side and a little less crazy of a rig. I do like this light though. It does give you a nice flat light on your face. All right, so if you wanted to go, you know, even more crazy, you could go like this and you could get a wireless lav, which I think is more reasonable, not so crazy, and you could connect the wireless lav instead of the shotgun mic. If you're doing something on location, if you're out, you can put it on a tripod here and you could get a wireless lav situation here. I think if you shake it this direction, you're not going to get much movement, but once you start rattling it like that, it'll pop off just because there's so much weight. This is what the option looks like without that extra attachment, that light. You've got the lav, you've got the lav, you've got the wireless receiver, and that's kind of that circumstance right there. All right, let's go ahead and see what we can do with this 1/4" mount. Now I've got a number of different rigs that I think might be interesting when using this in that regard. All right, the first thing is I've got this little arm grip here. This is from a company called Shoulder Mount, and then this is a bracket that comes from another company called Ulanzi. Again, down below in the description is going to be your links for that. I don't know, man. I'm really nervous to put this on here. Let's go ahead and screw it on. Okay, so you kind of have grip here a little bit. This bracket isn't long enough. It would be nice if it had another maybe 1/4", 1/2" to it. I'm sure you can get a bracket that's a little bit longer, but that's, I mean, this is kind of a reasonable rig here for a grip solution. I mean, granted, if I was recording, I'd like to hold on like this. I don't feel really safe just letting it be like this because this is a magnet. Then if you had something like this, you could get, you know, another cold shoe mount if you wanted up here, or you could even put a cold shoe mount down there, giving you extra options if you wanted. I'm going to go ahead and pull up this Ulanzi tripod. It's my favorite of them all because it's not only got a 1/4 shoe mount, but you've even got this thing that actually grabs phones. So it kind of eliminates this reason to have that, and it's got a spring rather than magnets. Nonetheless, if you did have one of these, you know, vlogger tripods that kind of sat up like this, I'm really nervous because of this point and the magnet point, so I don't know how confident I am in this rig. Nonetheless, if you were just doing kind of like an interview situation where you're having it on a tripod, it is a very good solution. This is what it looks like, obviously, with the device connected to the back of this, you know, without a case. So you're going to want to case this thing, you know, if you're going to go out to protect yourself. I wanted to test to see if the Moment case, which you can check out my review up above, is compatible, and I'm going to say it's probably not. No, I mean, it does connect here. You can feel a little bit, but this is no good. Right there's the sweet spot, and if I connect it like that, I mean, this is gonna fall off so easy. So I recommend that you go on Moment and get the actual MagSafe case. Don't use the Moment case. Now, thankfully, I do have a MagSafe case. This is by PolarPro. This does have the M mounts. This is not sold by Moment. However, it seems to be taking MagSafe, I think, the best. It latches right on. It's very secure. This material right here does not impede on the magnets, and you get a nice, strong, somewhat secure grip. Again, this is only being held by the magnet, so I wouldn't be, you know, putting this on a rig and running down hills and stuff, because your phone's gonna be gonzo. I recommend that you've got a clamp. Thankfully, PolarPro has such a solution. They do have their own clamp, which thankfully has its own 1/4" mount on top and bottom and a shutter button. So if you wanted to, you could just totally do away with this whole system and get this. And the case itself, you could put it down the middle, you could mount it, and now you've got a much more secure, rugged solution. You can tell that my bias is pretty confident in this. I don't think I would ever recommend this thing. I'm just really nervous. My biggest issue as well is this is not compatible with any of these Moment lenses. I mean, the big thing with Moment is getting mobile photography like your anamorphic blue or gold, or you're getting your filter mount. Otherwise, you're going to have to use this clunky mount. I mean, it is a viable solution, but it isn't my go-to. I've got the mount itself on. Now I can place the Moment lens on the clip, and you can see now that you've got it on here, it's not in the way of the Moment MagSafe Pro tripod mount. You can still mount this guy and have the lens on it, and still have available the cold shoe mount. Alright, my pungos, if this wasn't an abomination, then I don't know what else is. But this, I mean, it looks really cool, honestly. I really like the way that they manufactured this. I love the all aluminum build. I'm skeptical of the longevity of this. Magnets are never really good, I think, in this industry. And if you're going to be using this as an on-the-go kind of a thing where you're going out and vlogging and doing whatnot, you're at a liability here. I would never want to set anything up that would make my phone liable because of how expensive this thing is. Nonetheless, you know, if you're going to be just setting this up, having it in a studio situation, if you're doing like a static stabilized shot on a tripod, this is your option right here. You definitely have cold shoe mount options. You've got the 1/4" mount options, and you know, minus the case, you have, you know, I think a pretty decent solution. So if this is something that you're interested in, then down below there are some links for this product there in the description. Otherwise, all these other solutions, all these other accessories will be there for you if you're interested. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. My name is Andy. This is Andy Vlogs. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next time.